Hello and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. We are still doing a scavenger hunt, namely for the Manticore Grandmaster Witcher gear. And by the looks of it, we are going to be all over the place. There's hunters. Lover of witches and succubi. Maybe. Maybe that would be us. Why exactly are you asking? Okay. That would be us. Okay, let's see where we actually have to go. Oh yeah, all the way over here. I think I'm kind of inclined to take a fast travel point. I think this one's closest. I'm kind of... Ooh, that could have gone the whole other direction in terms of getting killed while dying. I'm kind of inclined considering it is quite a while and I kind of want to wrap it up in this episode. Yeah.
Someone, please help.
Yeah, we're gonna help you, not in this episode though. We are on a mission and that mission is called getting ourselves some nice fancy Grandmaster Witcher gear, which is probably gonna cost us a fortune now that I think about it. I think we are quite well off for now, but still, it's kind of, how much is it gonna cost? Because I eventually want to craft all 5 of the sets. Which also could probably... Oh! Oh! People are now here. I honestly never knew about that. Okay, that is a very pleasant surprise. We got rid of the harpies and now there's folk living here again. They even removed the bodies.
Stinky.
They actually removed the body from up here too. Oh, they did. Oh, that's... Whoop! Camera glitch. That's so nice to see. Okay. We need to go over here. So we are going to travel to Trustamore Hunting Cottage. I think since the curse is kind of lifted, it should be nice and dandy, but it doesn't look like that. At least the... Holy... wolves or barghest or whatever it is. I think foglets over there. So let's try and avoid them. Let's try and avoid them and actually go to the cave where Lebioda once stayed. No foglets, please. I am not exactly inclined to fight them. Oh, okay. Kind of random. It's over here somewhere. Entrance, that's good to know. All the way down there. A panther.
Giving me no choice.
2 panthers. Might as well grab this one too. Ooh, they're very agile. Yeah. Very agile panthers. And here would be the cave.
Need to look around.
Yes, Geralt, yes you do. Let's grab ourselves a torch.
Slips of
Alrighty.
paper all over. Prayer on each one. Maybe Merten left one too.
Maybe. What does this say? Verily I say unto you, give alms to the poor, yet deposit not a whole watermelon upon a beggar's lap, but merely half, lest the beggar's joy strike him with apoplexy. Ominous. Remember to seek moderation in all things, in drink and victuals, and the pleasures of the flesh, for whosoever shall abuse these pleasures shall awake the next morning great pain, with a pounding head and a wilted member. I actually read that with a straight face. Oh gosh. Do not unto thy neighbor what thou thyself deemest unpleasant, unless thy neighbor hath done thee sorely wrong, and rife with vileness were his deeds. Sounds reasonable, yes. Have anything else? We do. Thou shalt always speak the truth unless the truth is not well served by being spoken, in which case thou shalt lie. Thou or thou? I think it's thou, actually. Oh, and those are the 4 wisdoms of Lebioda. Noted. Lebioda, blessed be thy name. Please let my son Julian reach Covier safely. Let him find a little lady and last one well born with ample tracts of land, Pascal. Text smeared, and may Jean-Luc be struck down and his bowels devoured by cholera, for he is a lecher and harlots brood like few others, Bastien. Clearly not on this wall. Text smeared, already asked militantly. I've been to the druids and nothing, so may you, great Lebioda, will hear my prayer. I want to be old, ugly, and fat, for I'm sick and tired of staring at all these fair folk. They're as dull as ditch water. I, at least, aspire to be something interesting. Clinton. Merten's prayer. 7th of Thane, 1203. Bless me with strength that I may never falter. Bless me with grace that I may never doubt. Bless me with fortitude of spirit, that I may leave behind the old and embrace the new with courage. I, Merten, member of the Guild of Witchers, named after the Manticore, begin this day my pilgrimage here in the very cave where, for 23 days and 23 nights, Lebioda fasted and meditated. I vow to atone for my sins, to walk the path of redemption, and rid myself of all the ties to my old life, so that I may stand proudly among the disciples of the highest and proclaim myself a new man. I shall thus now journey to the temple of Lebioda to meet with the great beggar, a sage who had pondered the pearls of Lebioda more than any else in this sad vale of tears. I shall listen to his counsel and follow his guidance on my road to absolution.
There we are. Merten wrote a prayer on the back of the diagram. Seems he left the prison, came here, then went on to the temple.
Manticore armor. Well, while we're here, let's read the other prayers too. Let me be beautiful, shapely, alluring, and always youthful, and may lies gnawed on that strumpet Maria's fat hiney Babette. And we also have only 2 more. O great Lebioda, make my fields yield bounties and save them from floods and drought. But only my fields, mind you, my neighbor has had enough luck of late. Gaston. Please bless Mummy with good health, great Lebioda. Make her well and make her never get so awful pissed again. Antoinette. Well, it's just the little prayers. Some are vile, some are, well meant. Tuck this away. See where we actually have to go next. Holy! All the way over here. Plagman's Bridge, I think, would be the way to go. So back to the Trastamara, Haunted Lodge. We go. Because as much as I would love to go on foot, A 2-hour long episode wouldn't exactly be. Oh, hell to the no. Nope. Nope. Not today. Not today, beasties. Not today. There we go. At least there's no more guests. So that is a nice added bonus. Where exactly do we have to go? Goodness me. Here and over here. Bit of a winding way. But there we go. Okay, Plagman's Bridge, eh? Oh, no, we will grab this one though. So let's get to it. Ah, that little quest line there also. Very interesting, we'll get to it also. Actually quite excited to do it too.
Deadly thirsty.
Yeah, sorry, we are all out of wine. Oh, and there it is. The Prophet Lebioda's footsteps.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like we're having fun. What? What is that? Oh, righty, I have never heard that sound before. Interesting.
I could go.
Oh, Witcher Geralt. Guess darling.
Oh, are we
Can
really?
outsiders sign up, or is this a closed event?
Oh, we'll stamp you.
Oh,
Mind
hey.
manners.
Okay, Geralt? What on earth?
It's not allowed. That kind of beating feast is over.
Anybody else?
Saint Lebioda sent you. I must now repair my wagon. They await me at the building site.
So long.
Building site, eh? Oh, look at that view. Oh, they're assembling a statue of Prophet Lebioda. How very nice. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this sunset.
Shops. The more you beat them, the better they are.
So pretty. This is like the one place I don't mind playing during the night either. So nice. Now, what else do we have on the way to... Oh. Wrong quest. Manticore gear, there we go. And now let's see where... Okay, let's go. Let's go. It's on the way anyway. Might as well grab it.
Just wonderful. Come on.
Wolves really are a pest.
I'll look around.
The third group. Well, let's investigate the tracks around the wagons.
Smashed bones. Damn, it was strong.
And there's ominous footsteps here too. Geralt?
Deep prints. Blood. Just trying to get away. Damn. Ripped to shreds.
I don't think they will mind if we like copper, salt and pepper shakers. And let's follow along. Let's see where this leads us. To nothing good, I would assume.
Damn it.
Spriggan! Luckily, wood burns very nicely.
Something behind these roots.
Spriggans, did we get a bestiary entry? We have panthers. I don't think we need to read all too much on those. However, Spriggans, I was gathering berries as one does this time of year when suddenly the trees shook and I saw this thing. Fragment of a story told by a woman returning from the woods. Spriggans are a subspecies of the monsters known as Lushens. One is liable to come across them in inaccessible, unfrequented woodlands. They do not usually attack humans if unprovoked, but when irritated they can be quite fearsome, and as they possess considerable strength, they are capable of doing great damage. Their appetite is such that they can devour more flesh than an army at a wedding. Each Spriggan has mastery over plants and is inextricably tied to them. Thus, if someone destroys greenery in its domain, it immediately comes to punish the disturber. Good to know. So, relic oil, igni, and a dimeridium bomb.
Come out. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Thank you, Sir Witcher. Lebioda keep you in his care.
Hopefully he will. Oh, look at that. Oh, we're almost at our destination too. Reselect the Manticore gear quest. Leave Roach behind. Be right around here now. Hopefully. Ah, we have a new marker, Prophet Lebioda's statue.
Around here, it's wine, wine, and more wine.
Oh, this is pretty. Not sure if we can steal something in front of the guards, though.
That's what Merten wrote about, seems like. Should look around. Might find something interesting.
Empty grave. That's not really reassuring. And we also have this little thing we can destroy. And back to when we go.
Spectre in a place like this? Behind the wall? Some poor fellow up. Spirit can't rest in peace.
Oh, this guy's a mage or something. Look for tracks left by Merten. Well, those are not it, that's for sure. Oh, here we go. The Great Beggar's Journal, Manticore trousers, and boots. 7 on Thane, 1203. The attacks have grown more forceful. The residents of the nearby village who oppose my presence become more aggressive by the day. They do not like that I speak the truth about their former deities. They cannot understand that they will only find salvation in Lebioda. They threaten me with death, for I am to die for Lebioda, If that is the destiny the Prophet has marked out for me, I shall fulfill it with a broad smile on my face. The 14th of Thane, 1203. I have just parted with a most marvelous guest, a true convert, a man of extraordinary yearning for truth and faith. He is called Merten and was once a witcher, but has abandoned that dishonorable trade and embarked on the path of truth. We spoke at length and sat together for hours in meditation and prayer. To better honor Lebioda, he left behind here many goods which symbolized his attachment to the former life. He has made great progress. Oh, if only all the disciples of Lebioda were so fervent in their faith, this would be a better place. Mertens confessed to me the bitter truth about the foul deeds he had wrought in his life. I told him if he is to obtain cleansing, he must go to the hidden chapel. Reaching this bleak place, which is carved out of rock and ridden with dangerous creatures, will in itself constitute a challenge and a trial. Lebioda lets him enter the chapel. His confines, it means he has forgiven his sins, his crimes, and so Merten went, let Lebioda guide his feet. 19th Thane, 1203. My fate is sealed. I shall die for my faith, for truth, for Lebioda. This night folk from the village, a band of drunken thugs, attacked the temple. With hate and malice on their breath, they cried that since I'm the great beggar, I should now beg Lebioda for mercy. They looted the temple of all its treasures, thankfully leaving the books, which they deemed worthless, and walled me in to wither in a sealed tomb. If Lebioda does not send me help, I will die here. May my bones bear witness to his glory. So the hidden chapel. Oh, there's something more to it. Nice, a level up. What's there to read though? Please and thank you. Toussaint? Okay. Oh, red to green. Okay. I thought it was something, there was something more to it. Oh! The tenebrous wilderness of Cade Mirkwood. In the northwestern region of the Duchy of Toussaint, past the Blissur River, there lies the forest of Cade Mirkwood, a druidic sanctuary which, as the result of treaties signed with the duchy's rulers, enjoy full autonomy in its internal affairs. The forest is one of the main reserves of the Beauclair oak, a significant component of the local cooperage industry. With ecological balance in mind and following agreements between the Coopers Guild and the Flaminica, the leader of the circle, oak felling in the forest is currently subject to strict supervision. In 1267, when the Flaminica granted asylum to druids from Kedu in Angaran, fighting broke out within the sanctuary. The bandits who tried to escape justice in the forest were burnt alive in wicker hags to set an example. Since then, the borders of Cade Mirkwood have been protected by strong magical barriers, and to be honest, I would not recommend visiting this region without an invitation from the Flaminica, from Petrine Falasad's Guide to Toussaint. And we have Ithlin's prophecy. Behold, for nigh is the time of sword and axe, the age of the woven blizzard. Nigh is the time of the white frost and white light, the time of madness and disdain, Tet Deirat, the final age. The world shall perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun, reborn of the elder blood of Hen Icher, of a planted seed, a seed that will not sprout but burst into flames. Eswa esse, so it shall be. Watch for the signs. I say unto you what signs they shall be. First the earth will run with blood of the Enshe, the blood of the elves. Oh boy. Oh, we have this guy here. Bones of the Great Beggar.
Spirit won't rest in peace until I bury the remains. Some sarcophagi in the first chamber. One of them could work.
Conveniently, there it is.
Soul should rest in peace now.
Okay, the hidden chapel. Now, where on earth is that now? It really just sends us all over the place. Okay, we're doing one more fast travel. And we are also going to repair our sword. We'll grab this. There we go. Sorry. Go, I think the closest one would be... I thought we uncovered the marker over here. Clearly not. So Palace Garden it is. Doesn't sound too bad either. So let's follow this little stream. Kind of cut in through the shrubbery as per usual. Lover's Cove. What? Might be boars. Just judging just from the sound of it, it might be boars. Entrance? Oh! Oh, okay. Okay.
Just like the great beggar described it. Chapel Merten visited must be in the cave.
Yeah, Geralt, you're not looking that good, eh?
Damn it. What's going on here?
You are high, my darling. You are hella high.
Nude women in a cave? Something's not right.
Oh! Oh! This black blood. Oh, another one.
Hallucinations. Sure as hell fought as if they were real.
What? I think this is where we came from. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing we are to go straight ahead. Wait, wasn't there like a... Oh, yeah, here. But also... here? Not sure. I think this is like a two-way situation right here. Yeah, or you can come from here.
Must be a test.
Okay. Well, Prophet Lebioda said to give alms.
Help a poor soul.
So we will give alms.
Do not avert your eyes. Help.
Oh, then we actually get crowns to give to the beggars.
Last one. Wonder what'll happen now.
Something above.
And being swooned by kicking wars. Is really just an illusion.
Okay. Hey, where'd the sword with the gold go? Oh, well, we could nab it. That's a shame.
It looks a lot like Lebioda. Impossible.
Mystery man. Hi, bye?
Not seeing visions anymore. Hope that's the end of that.
Merten's Notes Diagram Manticore Silver Sword. 17th of Fane, 1203. It's done. I have reached the Cave of Tribulations and stepped into the hallowed confines of the Hidden Chapel. Never shall I forget what I have been through. I was attacked by giant fire-breathing creatures, power monstrosities akin to drowners crossed with Endragay, men with the faces of wild animals, yet Lebioda smiled on me and saw fit to let me survive that harrying gauntlet. As its end, here in the Hidden Chapel, I surrendered myself to meditation, and immediately he filled my mind with a vision of a lake whose crystal clear waters surround me, penetrated my soul and cleansed it of all wickedness and villainy. When I awoke, I was certain what Lebioda had designed as the last station on my pilgrimage, the Lake of Cleansing, where Lebioda healed the bodies and spirits of its followers. Following the advice of the sage known as the Great Beggar, in whose wisdom I basked at the Temple of Lebioda, I pray all is well with him and the people of his village have understood he only speaks the truth and means them no harm. I shall now leave behind further things binding me to my former life. Doing so is not easy, however, for acquiring these diagrams once cost me a great deal of time, energy, and sacrifice. But I know this is the right path. Let Lebioda accept my humble offering. I now continue onward towards the Lake of Cleansing. Though my road is difficult and full of sacrifices, it grows even more straight and clear, and I feel a lightness in my soul. My certainty I walk the right path grows strong as iron, firm as steel. Praise be to Lebioda.
Went to the lakeside to seek find if it's a relic of some sort. Look into it.
Okay, one last stop before we can actually go ahead to Laforgo and craft ourselves some nice Witcher gear. I'm looking forward to that. Here. I think the cave is kind of straightforward. Here, let's take the other way around, even though now that I think about it, the other way probably would be more time saving, but it's fine. It's fine. We have all the time in the world to make this happen. Okay, here's the lake. It's kind of getting late too. Let's uncover this fast travel point over here at the amphitheater, because I could have sworn we did, but clearly we didn't. Might as well grab it now. There we go. Saint Legard Amphitheater. And where's our final stop? Again, all across the map. Holy, our Daiso Quarry? Maybe? Kind of? There's nothing even remotely close. Yeah, our Daiso Quarry, it's gonna have to be. Okay, going over here, and you know what? We can immediately grab this little question mark on the way while we are at it. Actually meditate until 8. There we go, just so we have some night daylight. Or well, light morning fog, more like it, but it's also fine. That's a massive castle ruin in the background over there. Probably worth exploring at one point. Knight errant in distress. Well, well. Look at that. There we go. Quick and easy.
Saved my life. I shall never forget it.
Faithful friend.
Before long, you will have to look to fairy tales to find a witcher or knight.
That's so. I don't know. Toussaint seems like a nice fairy tale to begin with. Billy Bird's orders. Some half-brains have been wandering around near Mount Crane. They call themselves knights errant, but I call them swill-slurping miscreants. No idea what they're looking for here, no windmills around for them to charge, but those adult ankle biters dream up mad ideas no normal man would ever contemplate. No matter what they're up to, they're to stop it. The best way to take care of a knight errant is to cut off his head. If anyone brings me such head, he can count on a plump pouch of coins. As you know, Philibert, 4 fingers makes no idle promises. I can't be harsh, but I can also be generous, Philibert. Good to know. However, we are not gonna go and murder our dear knights errants. They are here to help us after all. Where is the other? Player sword. Anything else? It would appear. Nope. And I'm guessing that would be Mount Crane. Makes me almost tempted not to craft a Witcher gear just yet and kind of investigate it. But we'll wrap it up with crafting the gear. Just so we have it all nice and complete. I do not want to find out what's that over there. That's for sure. Oh my god, it's chasing after us. I think it's a panther. There, oh, there it is. There's the lake.
Stick that necklace in your bloomers. Did you think a
Gentlemen,
death
we've
comes
got
for
company.
you this
Seems to me we must report about him and salute his
Circle him!
Why men throw their lives away attacking an armed witcher, I'll never know. Something wrong with my face?
That's what I'm saying to
Like
Geralt.
Merten wrote about. Gotta be. Nice place. Pretty as hell.
If that house would be up for sale, I'd move in. It's nice. Holy Lake. Okay. And we have some stuff down there. Among them, Merten's last letter. let's read it before we actually drown. The 32nd of Thane, 1203. My road has reached its end. I, Merten, having been given as a child to members of the Manticore Guild of Witchers, have been subjected to their vile mutations and refashioned by their destructive regime of training. Do this day cease to be Witcher. I have finished my pilgrimage and divested myself of all that tied me to my old life. I have journeyed to the hidden chapel in the cave of tribulations and survived. Today I am born anew. Here in the lake of cleansing, I leave behind the last of items which signify my attachment to my previous incarnation as a witcher. Along with them, I leave behind my cares, my grievances, my obligations. I cast off all that I was, including my name. From now on, I shall answer to Shavel. I am a new man. Thank you, most redoubtable Lebioda. I feel my new self pushing me onward to new lands and places which remain hidden from me. The good folk who helped me during my journey always said I must listen to my inner voice and follow it, for it is through the inner voice that Lebioda speaks to us. I shall not go against its will. I will set off north to Temeria, Edern, perhaps even the Dragon Mountains. I will proclaim the glory of Lebioda and do good deeds, just as the Prophet commanded. So he straight up tossed everything in this lake. Well, oh, that's loud. At least,
Stop.
yeah, Merten's last stop. At least he was quite happy with the decision he made. So that's always a nice bonus. I would kinda actually suggest going here because I do believe we get a little fast travel point here, which will probably make our fast travel back to Toussaint easier. Not Toussaint, but Claire. There we go. We have an abandoned site. What's plaguing this place? By the looks of it, a werewolf. There we go. The fact that he's just letting us loot is kind of fascinating. Buddy! Ooh, Buddy packs a punch, eh? Okay, Geralt, I see you. Decapitating is the way to go. Oh, bless you, little one. Eviction notice to Hubert and Giselle Duray. In connection to my recent acquisition of the Bazan farm, I, the undersigned Countess Tifaline Boudet de Sacour, do hereby inform Sirs Hubert and Giselle Duray, who currently inhabit said place of real estate, that they are obliged to vacate the premises within no more than 7 days of receiving this notice. In the case of failure to comply with the warning, the matter will be referred to the appropriate enforcement bodies. This is a legally binding notice and has been prepared in accordance with the Act on the Bazan farm issued by the Beauclair Magistrate. Sincerely, Countess Tifaline Boudet de Sacar.
They scoffed at you. the migrants from the north, but if you hadn't come, they'd still be wetting their breeches with fear.
He'd still be wetting his breeches in fear. Well, glad we could help. Grandmaster Smith. You know what? We can travel to the Metina Gate and just take the road up. Because I'm very excited about the new Witcher gear we're about to don.
Come quickly, I haven't enough for everyone.
Such are the times, my good fellow.
Metina Gate and our guy is like straight ahead. Lafargo, hello.
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
Absolutely, we found something already.
Managed to find something already.
Wonderful. I shall draft a copy. This is good. This at last will earn me the title of Grandmaster. I thank you, Witcher.
You're very welcome. Will you craft something for us then?
Would you craft something for me?
Of course.
Boots, where are we? Grandmaster Forgotten Wolf boots. Manticore boots. There you go, Manticore boots. We're missing Dimeridium plate for 2.8. No. We are crafting that ourselves. That's for sure. Crafting components. Yes, they're Is this it? This it? Oh, yeah, it is. Nice. That's the boots. Manticore armor. There we go. Your draconite leather and Dimeridium plates, 2 of each. 1, 2, and 1, and 2. We'll probably need more, but we'll craft it as we go. There we go, there's the armor. Crossbows, no. Gauntlets, yes. Manticore, what are we missing? Just your draconite leather? Knowing. Eline ones. Manticore. Oh, Manticore gauntlets. Thank you very much. And we also get the bonus for Witcher gear. I completely forgot to read that. So we get the bonus for 3 pieces. Critical hit chance and critical hit damage also apply to bombs. Bombs are thrown without any delay. And bonus for 6 pieces, the maximum number of charges for each alchemy item is increased by 1, which is also pretty damn cool, if you ask me. Silver sword. Manticore silver sword, no shot we can actually craft it without any crafting components. And we have the Manticore steel sword, please. Yes, great. They only get like plus 1 or plus 2 in damage, but it's fine. Manticore trousers are missing Cure Draconite leather. I think that's the last one. Yeah. Crafting component, Cure Draconite leather, trousers, Manticore trousers. Wonderful. And we can also sell him some stuff, I believe. No. See here. No. We saw knight's boots. Buckle guard. Plate. And this, and this. He has a ton of stuff you can sell us easily. And we're not as meager anymore.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Thank you, Lafargo. Okay, time for some Witcher gear. Viper gauntlets. This. I don't know. I really love how this armor looks on Geralt. I'm yes, Valiant Knights. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Tickets still available?
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
Goodness gracious, it's so loud. Maybe over here, not so much. Okay, yeah, I really like how this looks on Geralt. It's very, very nice. I'm a big fan. No shot, you can actually get up there. It's really nice. I really like how it looks. Oh,
Can't believe it. I simply can't.
kind of reminds me of a pirate outfit. At the same time, I guess that's why I like it so much too.
I'm glad to see her illustrious grace summon such a fruitful hunt to you, Witcher.
Oh, somebody's into this, I guess. I do believe this is going to be it for this episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Also, click the little notification bell if you want to stay up to date whenever I upload a new episode. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!